Have you ever asked yourself, now hold on, hear me out, what if I took a Mini Cooper, K-swapped it, and made it all-wheel drive? Me neither. I've never asked that question. But luckily, I found someone who did. Hey. Behind me is a 2005 Mini Cooper S, kinda. This is usually the part of the video where I give you some fun facts about the Mini brand, but screw that, because the only thing Mini about this car right now is the body. The stock iteration of this car came with a blistering 168 horsepower to the front wheel. Now it has 574 horsepower on pump gas and 689 horsepower to the wheels on ethanol. That's of course to all wheels, which is what makes this already sweet build that much sweeter. The owner and builder of this serious micro machine is Ricky. And although I don't know him all that well, I learned a few things about him very quickly. He's modest, respectful, and knows what the f he's doing. Even before we went out for a drive, he gave me fair warning that he was expecting the trainer to go, and then this happened. No.
Yeah, no third gear.
Third gear's gone now?
Gone.
Oh shit, now I feel horrible.
Oh no, I have a dog box waiting.
And since he was cool as a cucumber about blowing the transmission, I decided to egg him on to do another pull in first and second. You can still scare the shit out of me real quick in first and second. I'm pretty sure you'd be successful.
So there goes the rest of the training.
Is that? And there goes the differential. All this did was push up his timeline to get the dog box installed and completely redo the entire car in only a few days, which he did. What you're seeing here is the beginning of version 2 for the car he just finished. You gotta love it. Rick is a one-man show that just doesn't stop. The new build will push the envelope even further and apparently break your microphone if you try to record it at full send on a dyno. Now hold up, I will be doing a follow-up video on the revision once it's done, which is why you should slap that subscribe button this moment. But for now, we'll walk through what you might call the slow version. Thanks to I Am Thai Boogie for those shots, since he was able to get the last few launches that tranny was even capable of. For this video, Ricky let me tool around for a few minutes in the original build, and I was more than happy to give it a go. Well, for everyone at home, he thought it would be funny for me to try to drive it. So I have a tendency to either impress people with my skills, or I'm very good at being whimsy about my embarrassments. So we'll find out now. All right, so no clutch needed?
Nope, it's in neutral.
Is that fuel pump?
Yep.
That's a loud fuel pump, bro.
Yeah. That's it.
Anything special? Is there power steering?
There is power steering.
All right, power brakes?
Yep.
Okay.
No ABS.
Where's the catch point on the clutch? Pretty right away?
On the higher side.
On the higher side, okay.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude, that's like 70 pounds, man.
Yep.
All right.
It's a nice twin disc for you.
Don't embarrass me, Al. All right, let's not. Oh, you're getting me nervous, bro. All right, here we go.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Not bad. Damn it, bad.
It didn't stall.
It didn't install. Oh my God, is that second?
Yep.
Is that?
Yeah, it's short. It's a hybrid race and shifter box. That's why they're so close together. It's a short shifter. The whole drivetrain is out of a CRV.
It's out of a CRV. Okay, that's what confused me.
Nothing mini on.
Nothing mini. So the transmission's a CRV, which actually is what my friend said, because we were wondering how you would even get the all-wheel drive to function off of mini components.
So transmission, transfer case, rear differential, all CRV, so it all maintains the same gear ratio.
Okay, that makes sense. When people say they have heavy clutches, I take that with a grain of salt, because I drive like a stage 3.
Yep.
I've never felt anything like this before in my life. Not even
like
on that
stage
Evo.
12, right?
Oh my God, I don't know if there's a stage to cover what this feels like. I can see, you know when you do something stupid in traffic, you get jello legs?
Oh yeah.
I can see being unable to drive this in a jello leg scenario.
With this. You're better off pulling to the side and waiting for traffic to clear up.
The only thing I'm nervous about right now is having to take off from...
Coming to a stop?
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see that.
I'm just going to keep it on a constant 1 mile an hour roll. That's what I'm going to do. Just from my knowledge, when does boost kick in?
It'll depend on the gear. It is a 64 millimeter turbo. It takes a little bit to spool, but
Okay.
because of the 2.4 liter, if you go right into a wide open throttle, I mean, it comes in quicker than you would probably expect it to.
Okay, so I'll be smart about my throttle placement here. Is your red line accurate? You're redlining at about 9,000?
8,800.
8,800, okay. All right, I'm gonna give it a little bit of power.
Oh yeah, give it. I want to feel it.
Oh, no. Dude, if I win money, you're building my next car, bro. Why don't you do this for a living? You don't even do cars for a living. What's wrong with you?
I don't. Most people get the wrong impression and the wrong idea on my car page. They think this is what I do for a living.
I can see why.
Yeah.
I would be confused myself.
And this is actually running on boost by gear. So first and second is actually limited on boost. So full boost would actually come in third gear.
And you also said this was a stock K24 block.
Correct.
And no built internals.
Stock pistons, stock rods, stock open deck sleeves.
Wow. What is the max power a K24 can even handle under stock? I mean,
Pretty
we're
much.
testing it right now.
It's at its limit.
Okay.
It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, okay. I can see what that's going to do. I'm not going to
Feels
do
starting
that.
to kick in.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that for you. Overall, very smooth.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Just the clutch is just the initial getting it in gear, which is what I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this is very inviting.
It's not bad. Minus the little vibration due to the solid mounts. I mean,
Yeah.
You know.
Don't get me wrong, it's loud in here.
Yeah.
But it's not. After coming back from Maryland, how was it?
it wasn't that bad. I mean, once you turn up the radio, I have a little a little sound system. I mean, it's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm doing 85 miles an hour? Okay, so you can't tell the speed.
You don't realize how quick you go, right?
No, you don't. These tires, they need to be warm for you to get successful grip, I imagine, right?
Because of the all-wheel drive, I mean, it hooks. If we were to stop and try to launch it, it'll spin all four tires.
Exactly.
I'll have to deflate them a little bit and warm them up to get them to really grip from a launch. If I was to take off in a first gear or second gear roll and just smash the throttle, I mean, it'll just hook and go. There's no wheel spin.
Oh shit, an incline? No, good.
Nah, you'll be all right.
All right, good,
Stop
good,
sign
good.
maker, right? You really don't want to stop and take off.
I don't need that kind of embarrassment right now. All right, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Whoop. What a fucking...
What's that, like a 1/4%?
Dude, that was not even that. I'm doing like 20%. I'm giggling like a little schoolgirl. This is incredible. Stock brakes?
It's got performance brake pads and cross drill slotted rotors, but still the stock mini brake system per se. Stock calipers all around front and rear.
And the handling feels great. I feel like it's a little bit soft.
Well, I have the suspension right now on soft, fully adjustable. They're not on stiff. I'm gonna stiffen it up more, especially for the track. But for around town, I like it on the soft, soft side.
You're right, because this is really forgiving.
Yeah.
And I bet the handling under kind of duress is probably still pretty good.
Yeah.
Even with the soft suspension setting.
Yeah.
I'm really not intimidated. Right? The initial takeoff was probably the hardest part about it, but
And once you're going, it's
I'm not worried about
normal
it.
car.
I say I'm not intimidated, but I had zero balls to go wide open throttle or redline a gear, but it's not my car, and I know my limitations. From my quick drive, I can tell you the power came on hard the second you pushed that throttle, loads of torque, and it provided a sensory overload, which made me uncertain that I would be able to handle it at 100%. So that's why Ricky took over. This was the part where he was going to max out the car while I asked him a few questions about the build, but we all know how that went. So for now, just a quick Q&A. Okay. So as my friend asks, what were you smoking when you came up with this idea? What was the brainchild of this concept?
Coming home from work one night, I broke down on the side of the road. The motor actually locked up on me. Started looking at parts. They're too expensive. Everything is special order. You're waiting 3 to 5 days for a part. And I just wanted to try to make this reliable because I was using it every single day. Started looking into it. Found a guy that built a Mini Cooper like this with a K-Series. And that's what sparked the idea. Try to make it my own, so I went with an all-wheel drive platform. At the time, I didn't know it was going to work. It was kind of a shot in the dark, but I made it work, and here we are. So I was going to ask, how did you get the engine to talk to the ECU and all that, but clearly you have your own digital readout, which Correct.
is the only thing that made sense to me. I thought you were going crazy with wiring.
The only crazy part, I mean, I'm still using a factory K-Series RSX harness, engine harness. and it plugs right into the Honda K24. Aside from that, the only really custom wiring I had to do was make my own conversion harness. Basically, get the fuel pump, the digital readings, and everything to work with the computer.
What was the biggest challenge of the build overall? Which I kind of know what you're going to say, but I want to hear you say it.
The biggest challenge was getting the all-wheel drive system to fit and clear throughout the subframe and the tunnel. I didn't want to have to mess with the frame or the chassis. In order to clear the transfer case, I actually just relocated and repositioned the rack and pinion. It wasn't terrible, but it could be a major problem if your steering is not right. So getting everything to align perfect and be as straight as possible while still maintaining clearance, that was definitely a challenge. That took pretty much like a whole day just to get the steering figured out.
From the time you talked about this on Instagram to the time it showed up as a finished car, I thought it would be another 3 months.
Yeah.
Like, you did this very quickly. What was your total turn time?
Month and a half, about 5-6 weeks.
That's insane. You alone,
Correct.
A month and a half.
One-man show, that's it.
Do you want to scare the shit out of me with a third gear pull? That wasn't on here, but I'm asking you anyway.
Not one of your questions, huh?
Not one of my questions. Well, we'll still continue on with the questions.
Go for it.
Because my next question, and I feel really bad about this now, was what kind of reliability do you expect out of this?
I mean, I guess we know now, right? Yeah, no, it came in a Honda CR-V. Trannies are not meant to take 700 horsepower.
Exactly, yeah.
So it was expected. Yeah. And I knew that was my weakest link, which is why I have a dog box in it, ready to go in, I should say.
I was going to ask you, is this project done? But
obviously I have intentions of growing. I want to take the Mini Cooper world record, highest horsepower and fastest quarter-mile time. I'll say that I'm working towards that, which obviously means, built motor.
How long until a GTR motor ends up in a Miata? Are you all right, like, emotionally?
100%. Like I said, I knew I was not going to a track rental to race it on this transmission.
Okay.
So I'm not upset. Hey, at least we made it.
Isn't Rick one hell of a guy? Expect to see him again on my channel, and definitely follow him on Instagram, since everything he builds shoots flames and goes way too fast, like kind of cars. This is normally the part of the video where I do something special for those that stick around long enough. It's usually my repeat customers. You said you wanted more walk-ins, so I just filled my walk-in quota for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I try to interact with my audience as much as I can, so let's hear from you. Thank you for watching. This is a stock K24?
Stock K24.
There's no built internals on this?
Nope, stock block.
My God, this got crazier.